and welcome to the PHLY Eagles halftime show. Bo Wulf, Jamie Lynch, and Fran Duffy. And we could be talking about how great of a performance the Eagles are getting from their defense in this game, holding the Saints, their high-powered offense, to 3 points. The defensive line flying off the ball. The run defense doing a very good job against Alvin Kamara, who has 12 carries for 33 yards. The Eagles are outgaining the Saints 191 yards to 71, and yet we are here talking about the failures of the offense and big turnovers from Jalen Hurts, an interception in the end zone, a fumble, and then at the end of the half, they're driving. They have a chance to potentially take the lead, at least tie. 4th and 1 with about 16 seconds left. They have just called a timeout. They have one more timeout. They line up for the tush push, and presumably they have been saving this play all offseason. We are going to catch them by surprise. We're going to do a little mini end around to Saquon Barkley, and he gets stuffed. They come away with no points, and so it's 3-0. Not the worst thing in the world. They're going to get the ball to start the second half, but given the fact that they have outplayed the Saints for the most part and they are still down, not so good. How you doing, Fran?
It could be better. It could be better, but I think that honestly, we could have done a whole post-game show just off what we watched in these first 2 quarters. There was plenty of good, certainly on defense, to take away. And offensively, they've done some really nice things as well. But to not be able to finish these 3 drives where you have the interception, a fumble, and a turnover on downs, that's tough to swallow if you're the Eagles. If you're the Eagles offense, certainly.
Now, Jamie, this one, me personally, I am generally always going for it on 4th down. Be aggressive. And this one I thought was you could take the points here. It's 16 seconds left. Even if you get it, you're only going to get one shot at the end zone from about the 18-yard line or whatever. That's not necessarily worth the risk potentially. However, they're so good at the tush push. You were thinking take the points, but
look, I'm with you. Doug Peterson made me a fan of just keeping your foot on the gas and going. In that situation, I said it to you right before I go, I'm being a coward here and I'm taking the points. Because sometimes, and I know you want to, if you're going to be aggressive, stay aggressive, and you want to know what to expect and what to go for. Sometimes there's momentum. Sometimes there's a gut check vibe to it. And now to leave that first half with 0 points is just, it's humiliating. You dominated the second quarter. Jalen Carter is out there trying to single-handedly win you a game. And Jalen Hurts' boneheaded turnovers, yet again, we're here talking about, and you have 0 points on the board. That's inexcusable. It really is inexcusable.
And to make matters worse, Lane Johnson leaving this game with a concussion, reportedly throwing up on the sidelines, according to Pam Oliver. Mekhi Becton left this game. So at the end of that half, you had Fred Johnson and Tyler Steen on the right side of the offensive line. Becton may come back into this game. Britton Covey also left and has not returned yet with an injury. I mean, fortunately, we've got plenty of those around the office. Thanks to our good friends at Miller Lite. Fran, let's talk about the offense quickly. What are they doing that's working? Dallas Goedert, 7 catches for 80 yards in this game.
I think they've done a nice job of getting space for both Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. They've had some nice route combinations for both of those players. It's nice to see Goedert a featured part of the pass game. That's the good. It's been more bad, though.
What happened on the interception?
The interception, to me, the ball came out exactly when it needed to come out. It was the same route. It looked to be the same exact play call that they ran a week ago in the same part of the field to a Devontae Smith touchdown against Atlanta, and Tyrann Mathieu jumped it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this before. I saw this this week on film," and he jumped the route. So I didn't think that it was a terrible decision by Jalen. I haven't seen we didn't see the all-22 yet, but from the end zone angle where they just showed that side of the field. To me, I thought that the ball came out on time and the decision was fine. It was more that Mathieu jumped it because he had seen the play on film from a week ago.
Jamie, which turnover made you angrier?
The fumble made me angrier because he was just escaping the pocket. He felt it collapsing on the backside. You have to sense the guy is there closing in on you. And he's just, he's carrying the ball like, the old loaf of bread. He's just swinging it out there. And when you're swinging a football in your hand, it doesn't take much to just knock it out. I thought that was completely inexcusable. He's driving me insane. I'm at a breaking point with this dude. It is now since week 1 of last year. He has the most turnovers in the league. You don't have to go that much further to look at the Eagles' root of their issue. It's turnovers in big spots, and Jalen is killing this team. And if he doesn't get it together, this season could go down in flames.
All right, let's check the super chats quickly. We have one from somebody. That's you have the clip of the interception. Wow,
Julian.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the. Oh, here you go, Fran. So there it is.
Yeah,
it looks like a bit of a
again,
sloppy route from Devontae on it, but also predictable.
They ran the same play a week ago. And again, Jalen is going to start looking to his left because he's trying to hold the backside safety. It's Devontae's job to beat the front side safety, and that's Tyrann Mathieu in that scenario. And so Devontae didn't do enough at the top of the route. And again, I think this is more about Mathieu. I thought the route, it seemed like the route was fine in the times that I've seen it. I think this is more Mathieu making the play, just seeing that on film.
So is that on Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni predictability?
Yeah, I mean, look, you've been in the red zone a handful of times, and we've seen that play now twice. So probably split it up a little bit.
Is it illegal to use Saquon Barkley in the red zone?
On that play, it's third and 9. So I don't think we'd see Saquon in that scenario.
Not on that one, but in general, there was the one out to the flat.
Yes, exactly. We didn't see a Saquon Barkley touch until the second quarter.
Yeah. First carry for Saquon Barkley came at 13 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Yeah. Those are things you should not hear.
Quickly, the super chats. Roger says, guys, do you trust the head coach or quarterback at this point? He does not.
Nick Sirianni, trust is non-existent with me anymore.
Real time with Prince Blue says Sirianni fireable offenses 2 weeks in a row. And then Chase Daniel Plainview says, has Jalen seen the ball security sign in the gym? Good question. Okay, before we get off, because this second half is coming quickly, what is working well on defense, Fran?
Jalen Carter.
D-line, Jalen Carter.
But we've seen the Saints are living in those big personnel packages, keeping the Eagles' base on the field, and they've done a good job.
Jordan Davis has looked really good. I think the linebackers are flowing to the football. We've seen some physicality from them. Really, everybody on that defense. You could tell that it was kind of a look in the mirror week for them because they're all playing very, very hard on that side of the football.
And yet Rashid Shaheed drops a potential touchdown pass when he beats Quinyon Mitchell on a double move. So this game could be, as much as it could be 7-3 Eagles or 10-3, it could also be 10-0 the other direction. So
can I just Hurts is not a problem. Turnovers are bad, but not the only issue. Mr. Medical Benefits. I don't know how you can say that. I mean, they were lucky week 1 with a huge turnover it's the red zone turnovers that are absolutely killing this team. Like, I don't know how you can just gloss over turnovers not being a problem.
Well, it's funny because, Jalen has otherwise played okay.
Yes, he has.
18 of 22, right? For 161 yards. Yep. He's hit those plays downfield. We've seen a couple of good checks against the blitz. The nice one getting it out to Covey on time. But yes, he's making the mistakes that you cannot afford to make if you want to win a game. So we will see if he and the offense can turn things around in the second half, if the defense can keep it up, and we will be with you for the post-game show right here on PHLY with Vinny Curry joining us as well. Enjoy the second half, everybody. We'll talk to you later. And as always, we love you.
We all silly like the mayor.